Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Forever Faithful podcast. My name is Brandon Ferino, joined by my co-host, Christian Dyer. And today we have a special guest, Anthony. How are we doing today, Anthony?
What's up, fellas? How you guys doing today?
Good.
Good.
So today we're going to be talking about Justin Fields' second pro day and talk about how the media is backtracking on what they're saying now about the 49ers picking Justin Fields now at 3 instead of Mac Jones. So you want to go ahead and start it off, Anthony?
Okay, so as we were discussing before, in my opinion, I think Justin Fields should be the pick. I think what was happening was it was kind of smoke and mirrors with Mac Jones. I don't know if they think somebody is going to pick Justin Fields or the Jets maybe are going to pick Justin Fields. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to get him off the radar, but I think he'll be there at 3. So I think we'll be fine, to be honest.
Okay. Christian?
I mean, I'm hoping it's Fields. I mean, it feels that way just because of what I've seen lately. I mean, you never know. I mean, it really is all speculation with the Niners. You really never know what the heck they're doing. But I mean, it just feels more like Fields after I've seen some of the clips from the second pro day, and just the way the coaches were interacting with him made me feel good. And then it's hard not to think it's him. Like, I just go back to when I was watching the Niners press conference and how giddy Kyle looked the whole time, talking about a certain quarterback and getting that guy because, I mean, you're not that giddy unless you're thinking about adding a complete new dynamic to your already pretty awesome and unstoppable offense. So that's the way I look at it. But I mean, I did see a clip on Twitter, and there was apparently, I guess if you listen closely, you could say something about our quarterback's coach. I guess he was like telling Fields like not to give it away or something. I don't know what you can make what of what it, you will, but it does seem like, if when you think about it, he's like, we're picking you, so don't try to act too excited or like give it away.
Yeah. Anthony, how do you feel about Justin Fields' second pro day, and what did you think about I guess you could say like him taking some of the plays from the Niners, because I know that was the whole plan for the second pro day?
Yeah, I mean, I think he hit all the throws. I think he's the perfect scheme for the Niners. I mean, he moves. He's able to just move and make the read. I just hope that's the one we get. I just hope they don't fumble the pick. That's all I could really hope for. But then you could hope that the Jets don't pick him. It's Saleh comes from us, so he could be trying to make the same blueprint in New York. So we just gotta fingers crossed.
Regardless of Saleh, the Jets are the Jets.
Right. Hope so.
Yeah.
They haven't drafted a quarterback. They haven't drafted a quarterback freaking since they were able to get Joe Namath. So
yeah, true, very true.
And I feel like with the Jets trading Sam Darnold away, I think they're set on Zach Wilson at 2.
I find it crazy that he just shot up the board like that, Zach Wilson. And then because I remember the lock for 2 was Penny Sewell, for the longest time. And now it's like he's dropping. Now it's like he can move past the Bengals. They're talking about Jamar Chase going back to the Bengals no, bro. Okay, here's my opinion though, Lefty.
The Bengals are taking.
I wanted Jamar Chase for the Niners. I didn't care how. I didn't care what. That's my favorite prospect coming out. That guy is something else.
He's gonna go play with Tua, dude.
The Dolphins. You think
the Dolphins know. That's why they drafted, took away from 3, got to 12, went back to 6. It's to get Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be surprised if it's not. I mean, I guess if he's gone, maybe they're the ones that take Penei Sewell.
Yeah.
But after the Bengals freaking rookie quarterback went down with a knee injury, there's no way in hell they don't get a
They
guy.
have to. Yeah, they have to get protection. Yeah.
I mean, you don't have a choice but to draft the guy to protect the guy that your first overall pick goes down in the first year because you can't protect him and you don't. No, they're gonna. I'm pretty sure they're taking Sewell and Jamar Chase will fall to 6 to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
The Dolphins are looking crazy the next couple years with their first round draft picks.
Definitely.
Yeah, but like you said, with you're kind of surprised how Wilson shot off the board. I mean, it happens. I mean, how many years does this happen? We have a guy that's supposed to be a mid-round guy, and he has some smokescreen season and shoots up the board, and then they're trash. I mean,
Yeah.
he's this year's Mitch Trubisky.
I really think he's one big hit away. Like, I think he's just too small.
Not even hits. It's not the hits. It's just his decision making.
Yeah.
Paul, what's up from Northern California SUV Niners Empire chapter? What's going on, Paul? Thank you. Then we got Jordan. Ant-Man is in the house.
Jordan, my man.
But yeah, I mean, you know, I think it's especially after that second pro day, I feel like it's set in stone. Like, I mean, the way Kyle and Justin were like talking afterwards and the smiles and everything, it's like it kind of gives it away where like I feel like Kyle's like, Justin, we're picking you at 3, you know. So I mean, I don't know. And then also too, I was telling Christian this before our show started. If you notice with Kyle Shanahan's quarterbacks, the way that they stand in the pocket before they hike the ball, their right foot is behind them, and then the left foot's in front of them, right? With Justin Fields, it's the opposite way, right? So I saw that during his second pro day where he was right foot behind and left foot in front. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm thinking, you know, this is, you know, more of a thing of them choosing Fields at 3. You know what I mean? That kind of gives it away.
Yeah, well, when you think about it too, with that, I mean, it could just be, you know, Fields going all out to get the Niners to draft him because, I mean, if you're Justin Fields and the crappy teams aren't taking you and you got to go early, you got to go number 3 to a team that's ready to go. Like, dude, that you couldn't ask for anything better. Like, and you got to go with. He already knows Kyle Shanahan because he's known him since he was in high school. So I mean, he that's where he wants to go. I mean, I'm probably all these quarterbacks. If that's where they had a choice of the top 3, that's where they. I mean, Trevor Lawrence would probably tell you, "Let me go to the Niners too." All of these quarterbacks, that's where they'd want to go. I mean, you're going with the best offensive mind in the NFL, along with, you know, all those weapons. So,
yep.
I mean, it might be an indication that's who they're taking, and I think there's a good possibility for that. But also, I mean, there's a possibility that Ohio State set everything up to just freaking kiss Kyle Shanahan's ass and make him fall in love with Justin Fields the best way they could.
Yeah.
How do you feel that Ohio State quarterbacks never translate to the NFL?
I think I saw a quote from Justin Fields, which I really liked. He said, you know, because they asked him, I think, something about that, and he said that the only thing that they have in common is they wear the same jersey.
Oh, okay.
Which I like to hear. Like I don't think he's the same. I mean,
he's got the faith in him.
Mm-hmm.
I think,
all these other quarterbacks at Ohio State, like I was kind of thinking that at first too, but all these other quarterbacks at Ohio State that haven't panned out, if you look at them, they were just athletes playing quarterback. Justin Fields looks more like a quarterback than just an athlete.
Yeah,
true.
Like, you know, and then like, you know, Dwayne Haskins, the last one. I mean, he's just lazy.
Yeah, Dwayne Haskins. There was Cardale Jones, and then I don't know what the other that wore number 6.
Braxton Miller.
There was Terrell Pryor.
Yeah.
Troy Smith was the best one.
Troy Smith.
He was the best one of those guys, but it just never worked out.
Yeah.
He had flashes when he played with the Niners a little bit. Like he looked like he could do something, but it just never he was never able to put it together.
How do you guys feel about? What do you guys think about? Like, why did we pick up Nate Sudfeld? We have Josh. Do we still have Nick Mullins?
No, we don't.
We don't. He's a free agent.
I'm not
I
sure.
would say free agent, but I know they're not picking up his
option.
His option, yeah.
So we have Rosen.
We have Rosen.
Sudfeld.
And I know we have Josh Johnson as well.
And Josh, he's trash.
Yeah.
I don't know. We gotta see about that.
Justin Fields looks like a real quarterback.
I just think if Fields comes in, that's obvious. I think it's his job to lose. I don't Sudfeld. He's come in like with the Eagles and stuff, but it's nothing to lead a team, you know.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just extra quarterbacks insurance.
Yeah, it would have to be. Yeah,
we were so bad in like the backup quarterback, area, or like our backups were the worst possible backups you could have, to where if we had a decent backup, we could have won 10 games still, because there were all those games we were in. If we they go a different way, we easily have 10 wins instead of 6.
Yeah,
so, I don't know. I mean, Sudfeld might not even end up on the team at the end by the time the season starts. So it's really just they're just kind of doing their due diligence, probably. I mean, we'll see. I mean, they've always signed quarterbacks and then it doesn't work out. And so he's not like they'd sign him to start. They might just be looking for a decent backup because, especially if we'll have to see too if they're going to end up trading Jimmy or keep him.
Oh, yeah.
So that kind of says a lot about it too. So we'll have to kind of see what happens there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't look anything into the signing of these nobody guys anyways.
Yeah.
Anything.
What I was going to ask you guys, I mean, what do you think Jimmy G, even if they draft Justin Fields, do you think Jimmy G still starts for the season and they wait a year, or you think Justin Fields goes in right away?
I think he would have to obviously prove something, right? The rookie has to come in and show something, but I don't think you want to go in. I don't think you want to go in wasting a year, like in my opinion, Jimmy G doesn't take, like we got to the Super Bowl, but we got to the Super Bowl based off having the number 1 defense. Like Jimmy G didn't take us there. It wasn't like the offense took us there. It was the running backs that took us there. Like we had 3 guys going close to, over 500, and Jimmy G has the perfect help, which is that running game. So it's like if he isn't going to do more than just throw crossing routes over the middle to George Kittle, that isn't going to win the Super Bowl. And I don't want to waste another year. Like the defense is really there. I think we're one like man-to-man corner away from really being able to take it there.
Take it to the next step.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only way he's not on the team still is if the trade is worth it. Like if the Niners have no choice. I think it's better to keep Jimmy and let if it's Fields, let him sit, because it's really, it tends to not to work out as much when you start a rookie right off the bat. Sometimes it does work. But more times than not, it's better to let them sit and come in. I mean, even if it's half the season and he comes in, it's still better than coming right in. And I think, the Niners know that. So I think that they probably, especially, Fields is going to need some time still to learn Kyle's offense.
Yeah.
It took, like they said, they say that it took Matt Ryan 2 years to learn it. So I think the best thing is probably to have him sit year 1 if we can, and then come in later in the season.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Kaepernick came in halfway through the season and took us to the Super Bowl. So, he wasn't obviously in year 1, but maybe Fields could do that. But, we've never had a rookie quarterback go to, take a team to a Super Bowl either. So I don't expect it to change. I just think the best thing is keep Jimmy, let Fields sit, and go from there because that's more times than not worked the best for rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah. Jordan says,
Hey,
just
for real, Jordan.
Sam,
For real,
Sam
Jordan.
Darnold.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, how did you feel when you saw the news about that, Anthony? That they did reach out to the Jets about trying to get Darnold. How'd you feel about that?
I think it's just doing their due diligence just to see if they could get him for super cheap.
Yeah.
But him going to the Panthers, I don't know.
It's got a run game.
I like Teddy B more in the Panthers.
He's got a run game now. I mean, the Jets were a shit show, so it'll be interesting to see what Darnold can do with a better team. And he's got a lot better coach, you know. So, I'm excited to see because if he does well, it'll be nice to see him do well.
Mm-hmm.
A USC quarterback hasn't done well in a long time.
Carson Palmer
was the last one.
Yep. So
USC, I don't like. I'm not a USC fan. Let's put it that way.
So we talked about the quarterback situation, but I want to talk a little bit about after our first round pick. What do you guys think the Niners should go after in the later rounds?
I mean, we need a interior offensive lineman. We need corner, and then we need probably to get a running back, and then we probably need to try to get another receiver. I think best bet is probably getting a corner first. So it's whether it's either trading up at the top of the second or even back into the first, which I don't know if we do because of trading some of the picks that we lost for this trade to number 3, but we do have 9 picks this year. So it's interesting to see what happened because I'd like to see probably Asante Samuel Jr. I think there's a chance he could fall to us later. There's a good chance he might go late in the first, so you just have to kind of see. I'd like to see that. I think the only way I'd like to see maybe get a running back in the second is if Etienne fell to us. He might not fall that far, but if he was there, I'd like to see that. If one of the top corners is already gone, and then I think in the third round, I think we could get an interior offensive lineman because there's a lot of those I think in the draft this year, and then the receivers are so deep we could probably get a receiver later on too. So I'd say corner is probably the first thing, but I wouldn't mind seeing a running back if there's a pretty good running back available early.
Paul is asking, do you think the Niners would try for Harris?
Najee Harris? Only way they get Najee Harris is if they're able to trade Jimmy for a first.
Yeah, if they're trade back into the end of the first. But I don't think so.
I mean, let's see what you have to look at the later teams that could really use a running back like that. He's not. The Buccaneers would probably take him if they had they're at the end of the round, and I don't think he gets out of the first round. I mean, giving a running back to that like that to old ass Tom Brady makes his job a lot easier.
Oh yeah, that would be a great pickup for the Bucs.
So he might go to the end of the first round, but I mean, I think the only way the Niners would be able to is if they were able to work out and freaking somehow get the Patriots to give them their first round pick for Jimmy. Like if they were able to swing around and get a first round for Jimmy and maybe get Najee Harris that way. Yeah. But even if that, I mean, we don't know that they take Harris, even if they do get another first round pick. So, because they could get a corner. They could get one of the top corners.
Yeah, you could try for a top late round corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked if we were to stay at 12, if it was back to the original plan, J.C. Horn was a really nice man-to-man corner.
Yeah.
I really liked your tan when we were at 12. I was hoping he'd
Oh, Sertan too. Mm-hmm.
Or even yeah, I liked him too. What about you, Anthony? What do you think they should go for first?
So Lefty said the same thing. I was gonna go for Asante Jr. also. Very good man-to-man corner. We also need interior linemen. Like if we were able to find some late round talent in a guard, I mean that shores up the offensive line. We got Alex Mack in free agency. We have McGlinchey and Trent Williams. If we were able to find late round talent as a guard, that would shore it up. And I think I would go maybe another receiver before running back. I think Mostert is probably wants to just like take over.
Yeah.
I felt really bad for I actually met him at the airport. I felt bad for Jerick McKinnon. I think he could have flourished. Like I really liked him.
I mean, he got injured twice. We still kept him, and then he just had a meh season when he finally played, and then he had an attitude like, "Oh, I ain't coming back here." Like,
True.
dude,
Yeah.
they did you a solid when you hurt your knee 2 years in a row, and then you act like that. So I don't know. I don't know how sorry I feel for him because of his attitude. But
I would like if I was the Niners, I would have got rid of him before Breida. Like I'd have kept Breida around.
Yes.
That was like a diamond. I don't.
Dude, two fast running backs, man.
Yeah, the two fastest running backs.
And then they shipped them off. Yeah, for the low too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And look at now, Matt Breida's not really doing much with the teams he's been with so far.
He did okay with the Dolphins, but now he's with the Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have a home run hitter on the Bills, so they might they might be able to try to get him in space.
Mm-hmm.
Him, Stephon Diggs, yeah, Josh Allen. Let's see what happens.
They have Singletary, but I mean, I guess he's somewhat of a home run hitter too. And then you have they have the tank in Zach Moss.
Yeah,
he's from my alma mater. He's a freaking oh my god, that guy's a beast.
Where'd you go again?
The University of Utah.
Oh, okay. So you love Alex Smith?
I mean, I wasn't a Utah fan yet because I became a fan of Utah when I started going to school.
Yeah.
I like Alex Smith, but I wasn't a huge fan of him earlier in his career with the Niners. But I liked him later on once Harbaugh came. I liked him more.
Man, Harbaugh's another one. Never left the Niners, never did anything with Michigan. Poor Michigan.
I know.
They just can't get the talent. I don't think it's his fault. Like the talent.
They can't get the recruit. I mean, Alabama. You got Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, Oklahoma. They dominate that little 5-star circle. Crazy.
Yeah, and yet my school still dominates on defense.
They do. No, for sure.
2 and 3-star recruits.
So I love Cal, University of Cal. So I know all about Utah, Pac-12, all of that. And your defense is always stout. You guys be stealing people from Washington, UW, all the time.
So coming from that, I mean, do you guys, with Jalen Hurd coming back as well this year, what do you expect from Jalen Hurd this season if he can stay healthy?
Oh yeah. That guy could be. Ceiling is like the sky. I mean, he has everything. He has the look. I mean, he passes the eye test. I've been watching Jalen Hurd since he was Tennessee. He was like Tennessee Football Player of the Year in high school, and then he went to the University of Tennessee. And the running back, I remember watching college, like, why do they have a 6'5" running back? Like 6'5", 190 was when he was a freshman. And then he went to Baylor and became the receiver. I mean, he could be the number one easily.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just think about pairing him with Deebo Samuel and him in the run game and stuff too. I mean, I think it's probably a prototypical play, one of the prototypical type players that Kyle wants for his offense. That he just never. It's the weapon he never gets to unveil because he can't stay healthy. I mean, look what he does with Debo, and Debo's an absolute freaking just monster. So I just think it's like he it might be kind of like the way he uses Debo. He could also do with Hurd. So, I mean, I'm excited to see what the element he could bring to the offense. So I'm hoping he comes back healthy because there's a reason why he's still on the team. Like, Kyle's going to keep him until he gets a chance to finally use him. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that's why he's always on the team because if he comes back healthy, he's going to play.
Yep. Today I saw on Twitter, I sent it to the group chat, Christian, about what people project this season, how the Niners are going to do, and they're seeing like a +10 team, maybe Super Bowl favorites. What do you guys think about that?
The Niners Super Bowl favorites? Is that what they said?
Yeah, let me just double check on that real quick. Let's see.
I think the team going for right now is the Cardinals.
So it says Tom Brady.
No, bro, their wide receiver core is looking crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, but then there's Kyle Murray.
Bro, no, I'm a Kyler Murray.
Bro, I ain't afraid of Cliff Kingsbury.
I like me some Kyler Murray.
I ain't worried about them.
So I'm rereading it, and it was my mistake. It says Tom Brady can't do it forever. I'm calling the 49ers as a team to beat in 2021.
I mean, they'll probably be the team to beat just because they're gonna freaking defense is gonna beat up on people and keep the games close. And if our offense can, it's the biggest thing is just how well the offense is running. If the offense is running well, we can put up 40 points a game, 30 points a game, 30 points, 40 points, whatever. Because if our offense is running the way Kyle wants it to, we can put up a lot of points. And our defense is obviously going to put a bunch of pressure on the quarterback. So I think I definitely think that I could see how we're the team to beat just because we're going to be good. But like when it comes to the Super Bowl stuff and stuff, I'm not like going to have my hopes up for it because I still think we run it with Jimmy G and maybe we can. But even if the rookie starts, the history tells us no. But you never know because with Fields and having that ability to extend the play makes a big difference. But it's still a rookie. So I see why. I think the reason that we're getting this, like I saw a thing where they're saying the Niners would probably have 10.5 wins, and then how Mike Silver is the one that said that we're gonna be the team to beat. It's because of the roster more than anything. Not even so much the quarterback. It's just the roster. I mean, our roster is pretty freaking beast and loaded. So I think it's from that because I mean. We have one of the best rosters in the NFL, and we really just need a top quarterback to really go somewhere. So I think Silver might be basing it off too because he probably has an inkling of where the Niners are going to go at quarterback. So he thinks it's going to make us the team to beat. But I just look at it as a speculation because I can't really make a definitive choice yet. I really have to see where we draft and how things play out going into the season.
Anthony?
So is over under 10.5?
Yeah.
I think we're over. We're over 10.5. I think we could pull close to 12. Our schedule, we play the NFC North this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Packers, the Vikings, the Bears, and the Lions. I think the only tough game out of that, to be honest, is the Packers. No?
Not with the pass rush. It's not.
No.
As long as we got a pass rush, Rodgers will always be
true.
our bitch.
That is very true.
Our front Rodgers is our bitch. Just hands. It's how it works. If there's a pass rush,
always
Rodgers is going to hit the grass every time.
And on top of that too, is we play the Packers at home at Levi's. So
We do.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed we get to have attendance and go to that.
seriously,
Yeah, I mean, that would be nice. I haven't gone to Levi's yet, so
You have to.
yeah, you have to.
I'm just happy I went to the stick once.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's what mattered most to me. As long as I got to go to, I went to stick once and I'm happy. So
That's what's up.
But so our schedule is looking like home opponents. We got the Packers, the Texans, the Vikings, the Rams, Falcons.
Go through the schedule. Go through
Huh?
the schedule. Go through the schedule.
I am.
Let's go W or L right now on the schedule.
All
What do
right,
you
let's
think?
go.
from week 1 to 17 or 18.
So,
week 18.
Do they even have like the week 1 through 17 yet?
They should, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or just they should have the home and away.
Week 18.
I have the home and away.
Week
Go
18,
ahead.
we got the Bengals. So
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Okay, so first one we're gonna go with we're playing at home against the Packers.
Like you said, if the pass rush is there and Bosa's doing his thing, that should be a W.
yeah, I'd say the same thing. Win.
Do you guys want to guess the score at all, or you just want to say with W or loss?
Probably a close one. I go 31-24.
Okay, Christian.
I could see that. We'll probably put up 31 plus maybe, and especially with our, we'll probably be running the ball well against them too. So as long as we got good quarterback play, the pass rush, I know the pass rush is going to be good. I'm not worried about that. So as long as we got good quarterback play, we could put some points up against Green Bay. I'm not worried.
All right. Next one is the Vikings.
Win.
W. Yeah.
That's W.
It's the same thing. I mean, Kirk Cousins ain't better than Aaron Rodgers, and it's the same format. Yeah, same scheme.
Dude, he hasn't been the same since he lost Diggs. So
That's true. That's true. Score on that one?
I say we put up more points on the Vikings. Their defense really isn't there. You could call that 35 plus.
37-20.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Next one, the Falcons.
It's all about. I don't know. Like
42-20.
Yeah, their offense could be hitting sometimes. I don't know.
Yeah, they could make it close. Yeah. Their offense is hitting, I guess. Their defense, though, we should be able to. It just depends. Sure. I think we have to see how the Falcons are. I think we win, but I guess like the score. I was just saying going off last year, but they could be a lot better. Just depending.
That's close enough. I think we could call that a W.
Okay. Next one we got the Colts.
That's a W. Mm-hmm. No, bro, Carson Wentz is trash. Carson Wentz is trash.
That team is so talented. It is. I'm gonna have to go like I'm 50-50. So and we're not gonna win every game. That's the one I'd probably start off with an L. I'm not saying we're gonna lose, like we might win, but I'd rather go more with L on that one just because that defense is a beast and all those weapons. I'd have to go L for that one.
Okay.
They got a star in my running back, though.
So it just depends. It really it depends on how Wentz is playing because it could easily be a win if he's playing bad. But with all those weapons and that defense, that's a one that could be close and we could lose by a field goal. That would be a close one where it could be a 50-50 game. So I'd rather go L on that one if it's 50-50.
Okay. Next one's going to be the Houston Texans.
Yeah, bro.
That's a win times 10. Like, come on.
Free Watson. Free Watson.
Free Watson. Free number 4.
That boy's tripping.
Dude, that's horrible.
So what are we at? What is it? 5-1?
We're at 2, 3, 4, 5-1.
Okay.
5-1.
Right. Next one is against the Rams.
We're gonna split, so we'll go lose on the first one and then.
So on this one, I'm gonna have to say I think we take 2-0 this year again.
Matt Stafford be throwing that rock around.
Yeah, Matt Stafford. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I think
he'll be there for the taking.
He'll be there, dude.
Bosa, though. Bosa's gonna eat him alive. Bosa will probably eat him alive, but I mean, I think they get us once though.
Yeah, and Bosa has help on the other side now too, with Sosa.
Yeah. I mean, I'll let you guys say this one then. So if you think it's a W, I'll let you take it.
I think I'm with Christian. I think we split. I think we probably get the one at home. They get the one at home.
Okay. All right. So mind you, I'm doing all home right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're at for home. So we'd be 6-1 right now.
Yeah, 6-1. All right. Next one's gonna be against the Cardinals.
Bro, I think they're good, to be honest.
I think we'll split.
I
think they're split.
They're old.
They are old.
They're old.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll split on that one. I say we win at home and we lose on the road.
Yeah, okay, I guess I could say that. I think we probably beat them both times, but that's the one team I think we beat both times. I think they're going to be overrated, and then they're going to not play as good as they're supposed to.
So our next one is our major rival, the Seahawks, but they're not the same team as they have been.
We'll probably still split.
I think we go 2-0 on the Seahawks.
No, we're gonna. Russell plays too good against us. We'll probably split.
But I think that I don't think it's all good down there in Seattle.
It's not, especially
especially when no offensive line whatsoever. I mean, I don't. It'll be a close game because they always play each other super close. Mm-hmm. But I see like the Niners giving the Seahawks like the heartbreak, you know? How it usually is with us.
If you ask me if we had good quarterback play, it's probably a 13-4 season since there's 17 games. I'd say 13-4.
That's a pretty good record.
I'd say so I don't know what the best teams we play on the road are, because I'd say the Colts probably are one loss, and then maybe we get three. The other three are in.
I got you next on the road right now.
All right.
So I'm gonna go with the first one. The Eagles.
We'll beat the Eagles.
W.
Are they still sticking with Jalen
They're going with Hurts. Yeah.
Okay.
We're going with Hurts. Yeah.
All right.
We have no receiver whatsoever. No defense whatsoever.
Nope. Okay, so next one, Tennessee Titans.
That is
that one's a scary one, especially
Derrick Henry is a man.
That fool is a monster.
That's it. Yeah. We'd have to see how we are against the run this year.
Yeah.
So, I'll go with
they're crazy on play action.
America team.
They're crazy on play action with AJ Brown too.
Mm-hmm.
I might go with the lose on that one, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
say the L too.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna either be 12-5 or 13-4, probably, but around between 11 and 13 wins, I'd say.
That's probably like division leader, if not the wild card. Yeah,
I don't see any reason, as long as we have good quarterback play, we're gonna win the division.
Yeah,
but it depends on the quarterback play, 100%.
Yeah. All right, next one's going to be the Jaguars.
It's a dub. I actually want to watch them play Trevor Lawrence, so that would be a nice game to watch.
Oh, dude, if it's Fields versus Lawrence again, and then Fields gets best again.
For sure.
That'd be hilarious.
So you guys say W, both of you?
Yeah. W. Yeah.
Okay. Next one is the Lions.
Win.
W.
Win.
Yeah.
All right. This one's for you, Anthony, for your dad, man. Against the Bears. The Bears.
W.
That's Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton.
Terrible.
Hey, QB1, man.
Dude, I don't see why they don't trade. They don't trade us for freaking Garoppolo. But
Hey, for sure.
they're a decent quarterback away too. So
Yeah. All right. Crash Bernie says rank the NFC West QBs as they are now.
Wilson, Stafford, Kyler, Jimmy.
I'm taking Kyler over Matt Stafford. I'm going Russell Wilson, Kyler, Matt, and Jimmy.
Okay. I think
Bro,
I'm gonna
Kyler is
go-
different. I'm sorry. I got to root for the man. That guy is different. Different.
Matthew Stafford probably has the greatest arm in the
True.
history.
Very true.
Yeah, that's true. It's a toss up for Matt and Kyler though. I feel like.
Poor
Especially
Russell
now.
Wilson. No help,
know.
Russell.
Who's the next game?
All right, next game is going to be at Arizona.
Oh, that we said that. Yeah, well, we're gonna split those.
Yeah, we're going to split. And same thing with the Rams. Are we splitting or are we saying?
No, I say they take both of them. I got them taking both.
I mean, has McVay even beat Shanahan yet? So
Yeah. Crash Bernie says, agree with Jimmy fourth. So do you guys still see them winning the division with how important the QB is?
all Jimmy has to do is not turn over the ball, and we're still gonna win the division.
Yeah, because I mean, we still have a running game.
If he's a starter, all he's got to do is game manage well enough, I think.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Just like he did in 2019.
Yeah.
It's just hard if we get behind. That's the thing. It's like it's hard to play catch up ball. Like he can't play catch up ball.
I mean,
win the ball.
He can. It just when he wants to. He proved he could when he freaking went toe to toe with Drew Brees, and
That's true.
True.
He
That was such a good game.
doesn't have the confidence.
Yeah.
He has the ability to be a great quarterback. He just doesn't have the confidence.
My boy said, "God willing, God willing."
Crash Brain says,
God ain't willing nothing,
healthy,
dude.
God willing.
That's porn star Jimmy. God ain't willing nothing.
Hey, like Stephen A.
Nice.
says, porn star Jimmy.
Oh, dude, was it Molly? She got all mad that he was calling him.
Dude, she did.
She's a Niners fan, right?
I think she's a Giants fan.
Oh no, she's a Giants fan. She's from
yeah.
Maybe she
Connecticut.
just likes Jimmy.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go. Next one is Seahawks. Well, that's usually the last game all the time.
It really just depends on how they're playing. It could go either way. But I would say we're split. So I would say a loss just because we split. But we could easily be dominating everybody. So it depends on how healthy we are too. But I would say loss.
Anthony?
I could go with the split. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's split too.
See, I think like what, 12-5?
Yeah, I think so.
The Bengals are last. That's it.
Bengals are last.
And I don't think we're losing to the Bengals.
And with the big boy Joe Burrow.
I mean, who knows? Is Joe even going to come back and play this year with that? How bad that leg injury was?
I think so. Hey, look what Jordan put. Not his first Raiders Super Bowl. Raiders need they need a lot of help right now. So
The Raiders
they're getting rid of everybody.
Derek Carr is so trash.
I don't know who's coming out of the AFC. I mean, maybe it's the freaking stinking Chiefs again. But I think the Tampa Bay showed us how you beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You get a good pass rush, and then you throw fucking flags when you're supposed to.
Exactly.
Where the heck was that lady ref for us?
Yeah.
Female ref, and she was kicking ass from the start. I'm like, dude, where the hell were you freaking last year?
Hey.
Where was history the year before that? Thank you.
Yep. Hey, now the Chiefs know how we felt last year.
Bro, when we went to the Super Bowl and lost, I was so heartbroken. Like I hosted my first Super Bowl party. I spent like hella money, the pizza, all that. I was like, no, don't even trip. We gonna win. It's on me. I was so heartbroken.
Dude, I mean, I spent the last 10 minutes of the freaking game screaming at the TV to run the fucking ball.
Seriously, dude, that's all they needed to do.
Crazy.
And then that deep pass that missed Emmanuel Sanders, that would have won us the game.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you make that throw, we win. Yeah.
The
Then
ball.
again, fucking Emmanuel Mosley doesn't fucking move down and not cover Tyreek Hill. We fucking win too. Like, that was a fucking ridiculous.
Bosa got held 3 different times on the same play.
Crazy.
Yeah. A freaking penalty.
No, and then Bosa got held too.
Yeah, Bosa was in there getting his whole shit run up. Crazy.
Yeah. They call that penalty. They call that penalty completely changes the end of that game. Oh, don't throw the Mariota car crap. Get the
beyond the sun. Beyond the sun with that.
Hey, I don't know, man. I think Mariota could be a lot better.
Mariota's.
Jimmy G should just go off to Vegas.
Carr's a good quarterback, so no, don't freaking trash Carr like that.
Carr is so boof.
No, he's good.
I'll be smoking on Derek Carr in about an hour.
Hey, so Crash Bernie says if they called holding on half of the plays, we win too. That's true.
I mean, it's been long enough. I know I'm still salty about it, but I think,
dude, as Niner fans, I think we deserve to be still salty about it.
Yeah, well, Jimmy got hit. He got hit twice. They got him a concussion on the one hit to the head, and then the late hit out of bounds. I mean, if you ask me, they were against us from the start because they call that bullshit ass freaking penalty before halftime where we would have got 3 points on that badass pass to Kittle. And
I was just going to mention that.
You don't call one holding penalty against one of the worst, like the most penalized offensive line in the league. You don't call one against the best pass rush in the league. You don't call those 2 hits on Jimmy. You call that bullshit ass penalty right before halftime. They I don't know what it is, but all my sports teams, fucking refs hate us.
It was like the story. It was like the story was too good if Mahomes was gonna win. It was like they had to make it happen. Yeah.
Now we're getting into conspiracy theories, but there's.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. You tell me if I'm wrong. I can watch ESPN all fucking week and they'll never talk about the 49ers.
Never.
Am I wrong?
Ever.
Like, there's never no coverage. There's never no media. And when something comes up, it's like within a couple minutes and then it's next topic.
The most they talked about the Niners, especially for this offseason, is when the Niners moved up to number 3, and then they started talking.
Yeah, it's crazy. They get no love at all.
The NFL don't like us.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. I hate it. I'm like, nobody cares about the Bucks. Nobody cares about the damn Chiefs. Like, we want to hear our team.
Yeah, we never do.
Yeah.
That's why it's easy. That's why it's so easy to get people to watch our podcast because they gotta find their content somewhere.
Yeah.
We don't get a lot of national coverage. I don't know why. I mean, we're like one of the most famous cities.
Yeah,
one of the most famous cities. So I don't get why not. But
and we got dynasty. Like, it doesn't. The greatest quarterbacks come through San Francisco.
Yep.
Hey, Darren Waller. Darren Waller put himself in the 3 though, because it was Kittle and Travis Kelce. And Darren Waller put himself in the group. I mean, he's
up there.
Yeah.
But I'm not taking him over Kittle.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Bernie loves throwback cat.
Appreciate you.
Last time he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, very true. Steve Young's hat.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, let me put it this way too. Even Jerry Rice basically shout out a video to Justin Fields as well the other day.
I hope they go with him, but I just hope it translates, That's all. Like like Christian said, he has one of the greatest offensive minds, if not the best one. So it's like he has everything there.
Well, the thing is Kyle's always going to scheme receivers open. It's really just I think the difference that Kyle needs in his offense is he's going to scheme receivers open, but when the pocket breaks down, the scheme breaks down with it. So if you have a guy that can extend the play, it brings a whole new dimension to the offense, and you can do so much more. So I think it'll be fine.
See, Crash and Bernie's onto something. See, that's what I thought they were doing with Mac Jones.
They don't want Wilson. They didn't even show up to that dumbass's freaking.
Guys, all could be.
I don't want trash ass Wilson. Thank you. You guys need to get the hell off of Wilson already. Pull your head out of the groupthink ass and get over Wilson. He's trash. How many times I gotta say it?
Did he have a pro day? Did Wilson do the combine at all? Oh, he had the pro day, but like, what was his 40? What did he run? He didn't do that, huh?
He's elusive and stuff, but he's not. I mean, everybody just goes off.
He's hot. He does not.
He's so hot right now.
His 2020 tape is all smoke and mirrors. I've been saying it forever. He played literally freaking Division III against Division III teams, and he's still freaking on a team that's good enough to play some of the Division I teams. Like freaking.
Hey, I think we found Christian's trigger word.
No, it has nothing to do with that he played people. I watched the guy play. For 3 years.
He held the team.
Go watch his 2019 film. He watches 2020 film. He throws it into double coverage. The only reason that they caught the ball this year is because the freaking receivers were better than the corners, but he throws the ball in double coverage all the time. He always tries to tries to throw the ball whether they're open or not. And I'm not taking it personal. I just think people are ridiculous. No, the way people are acting about Wilson, the way people are acting about Wilson this year is why we have such a high percentage of draft busts for quarterbacks. So same reason, the same thing they did to Mitch Trubisky and made him a draft bust because they drafted him so high is what they're doing to Wilson. And the sad part is it's not really fair to these athletes.
Yeah. Trubisky came out of nowhere.
Wilson should be a third round, third round guy and maybe get a chance. But now you got to fail.
What do you think about Mac Jones? Because Mac Jones is garbage. I don't think he's garbage.
Third round guy too, and given a chance.
Thank you. They're going to be reaching and it was weird because the whole college season before this, it was Lawrence and Fields. There was never like any of these other guys even in the conversation with them at all.
They're all over Wilson, like, oh my God, he's so great. And then everybody was like, oh, Justin Herbert. And then Justin Herbert freaking falls in the draft. And then Justin Herbert's what all us Pac-12 guys thought he would be.
Exactly.
I knew he was going to be a freaking baller. I watched Justin Herbert as a freaking freshman freaking destroy Utah's Pac-12 South dreams. Right in front of our student section, right in front of the student section, a freaking corner to the freaking receiver with freaking like less than a minute left in the game. Dude, the guy's freaking. I knew the guy was going to be a beast as a freshman.
Yeah,
and he didn't get like, oh yeah, he's the freaking one of the best quarterbacks in the draft. But you're going to tell me Wilson's better than Herbert and deserves that? Like Wilson, no. If we didn't have COVID and we played that regular season that we had, Wilson is a mid-round guy like he was after the 2019 season. He was a mid-round guy after 2019 season. He would have been a mid-round guy after the 2020 season if they played a regular freaking schedule, their original schedule. But no, he got lucky. They got to play a bunch of scrubs. Mm-hmm. And then you know what's funny? You know what his worst game is and his worst filming is in 2020 against the one team that was decent that they lost to, Coastal Carolina.
They were sleepers.
Crashman Bernie, I like Trey's potential, but he is too much of a run first guy, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
I don't think he's just a run first guy because he calls the plays at the line, calls audibles. You're not just a run first guy if you're freaking calling stuff no.
That's the project. That's the project right there. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he takes about a year.
No, but that's how they all viewed Mahomes when he came out. It was like the big guy with the arm and he moves, you know? Like Mahomes didn't do anything at Texas Tech at all. Like he had one good game where he went toe to toe with Baker Mayfield.
Oh, did that be fun to watch?
Yeah, where they threw the lights out. But other than that, he didn't do anything with Cliff Kingsbury. He got Cliff Kingsbury fired. So it's like that's the project guy right there. It's like, you know, that would be what you were saying earlier, Christian. Have Trey come sit in for the year and you just let Jimmy G do what he got to do.
So the thing I think the best, the cool, the like number one thing I think for Lance, like I know everybody says his arm, but if like how they say he was calling audibles and calling plays at the line and stuff, that's a huge thing. Like, so that's one thing I like about Lance. Like I think I still want Fields like by a lot, but I like Lance because if you get a guy that even like coming in and he can do that already, I mean, it makes a difference. I mean, that's what Marino did, and Marino freaking came as a rookie and just it was freaking lights out right away. And because Marino could freaking call the plays, call the audibles, he knew the freaking playbook in and out because he's a smart guy and he could call all the plays and audibles, and they were just, dude, he was a freaking beast. So that's what I like because it's I'd say, you know, Lance has that Marino-esque freaking ability if he's already calling plays at the line and audibles and stuff. That's what I really like about him. I just, you know, I don't know enough about him in his game, so it's hard for me to say. But I don't think he's a run first guy. I think he can run, but I don't think he's a run first guy. I just think it's because there was some plays we did see in the one game he played this year. You know, they called a quarterback run and he freaking lit up the linebacker.
Yeah.
Which means he's durable too. That to me, that tells me he's durable. That's what I like. That's what I like about him too. Is like it seems like he might be durable because he's pretty stout, like he's thick, and you know if you're running over a linebacker, you know he's pretty tough and probably not too fragile. So
yeah, I mean it's gonna be an interesting draft for sure. I think if I say Jets are taking Wilson for sure. And then it's gonna be either Fields or Lance.
Trigger word.
Thank God. Okay, they're doing us a favor.
Yes,
because they could easily be taking Fields right out from under us because that's the smart pick.
Yeah,
but instead they're making the Jets pick. Instead, they're making the Jets pick, and they're going to take Wilson and do us a huge favor.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't think we take. I honestly don't think we take Wilson even if he was there.
No,
I don't think so.
No. We still take Lance over Wilson.
Dude, we got Jordan's like straight wilding tonight or something.
Yo,
y'all should sign Antonio Brown. Oh my god.
Yeah, because I want that freaking head case ruining my young receivers. No, thank you.
We did.
We have a really young receiving core. I don't need that shit in my locker room.
We good. I feel like he's going back to the Bucks.
Yeah, he needs to go back where freaking and you know, there's only one guy that's got the leash, and that's Brady.
Yeah,
Brady's got the leash, and he got a tight leash too.
Hey, that boy better just go call God.
I'm glad. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad that Antonio Brown's doing better mentally and stuff, and Tom Brady is such a great guy and has helped him out. And he should stick with Tom Brady because it's better there because he won't.
Yeah, it works for him. Yeah,
Tom Brady's a great guy and I'll take care of him. So you know, he just needs to go somewhere where he can't be a cancer in the locker room because Tom Brady won't allow that to happen. So.
Yep, but I think that's gonna wrap it up for us, guys.
All right, I got one more.
Oh, go ahead, Christian. Go ahead before we leave.
We want to talk about getting another receiver. So you know, it's all speculation, but I'm one of my good buddies. He lives in Atlanta, and he's a big Falcons fan. I don't see why not try to trade for Julio Jones. According to my friend, he doesn't even think Jones is worth a first or a second. So if that's the case, and you can get him cheap, we could take Jones and make him the receiver 3 that we're missing now, and that would, I think, help him with his health issues, not being the number one guy, taking all those hits all the time, and would just make our offense a lot more fun to watch. I mean, it's just fun speculation, but I just thought it was something to bring up because the fact that I was talking to my buddy that's a big Falcons fan, and he even thought that that it would fit for Julio to come to the Niners and let him finish his career because he's getting towards the end. That he might actually be able to stay healthy if he was a receiver 3 instead of the one guy.
What do you think about that, Anthony?
That would take us to the next level for sure.
Yeah.
It would take off the wear and tear, like Christian's saying. I think that's what kills him in Atlanta. Like Calvin Ridley's there, but I mean, he is the brute of the Atlanta offense, Yeah. So
because Atlanta fans want to trade him. I think
I'm sure they want to start anew. He's been there for the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys don't think? I know Sanu's more there with the Niners to help the Debo and Ayuk, but you don't think he'll be that receiver 3 guy?
He probably will. He just probably won't do as much.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how much his production is on the field. But, I mean, Sanu's probably the kind of guy that could probably become a coach after his career. So,
yeah,
we'll kind of have to see how it goes. I mean, technically, because I know we're saying we need a receiver 3, but technically if Jalen Hurd comes back healthy, he could take that spot as well.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, for the way our offense runs in our team, I still think Kendrick Bourne's irreplaceable. So
that was crazy. I really think Belichick saw something there because the Patriots aren't shelling out $7.5 million to any wide receiver. Like,
I think Belichick thought he was getting Garoppolo back. That's what I think.
I think he wants him. He wants him bad.
Bourne was his safety net, and dude, he was our best third down guy, our best red zone guy. So that's why I was so upset about it. I mean, I'm glad he got his money, and we probably couldn't have paid him that, but I would have loved to bring him back because he was he's awesome.
For sure.
Fan of his.
Yeah, and I mean, you could tell too that the players, a lot of the players did want to come back too. I mean, it's just a great atmosphere there. It looks like.
Yeah, and I know he has to go to the no fun zone.
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa, freaking a-hole. No, my bad. I should say Emperor Palpatine. He's going to become a stormtrooper.
All right, Crash and Birdie says our best drop the easy passes and catch the difficult ones.
Dude, he dropped a couple balls in a close game against Seattle, and all of a sudden he's drops balls all the time. Literally. One time in one fucking game, he dropped 3 passes in a close game in a division game, and all of a sudden he's a guy that drops balls all the time. Are you fucking kidding me? Most for all 70% of his catches are either freaking touchdowns or freaking first downs. Like, no, I don't want no. With not catching the, he freaking dropped the ball he had a bad game against Seattle. All of a sudden, he drops the ball all the time. Yeah, you say look up his drops because you focused on his drops all the time after he did that one time in Seattle. Like burn him alive because he dropped balls against our division rival.
If Hurd comes back, that's a future right there. Hurd, IU, Debo. That's something to look forward to.
Yeah. For me, don't come at me with fucking drop balls because my favorite player that I grew up watching drop balls all the time, and he's still the top 3 greatest receivers of all time in TO. So I don't want to hear about drop fucking balls because he dropped balls all the fucking time, and he's still one of the fucking best receivers to ever play the game.
Dang, Christian's on one tonight.
Yeah, Christian is.
I love it.
I'm going to defend Kendrick Bourne. I absolutely love the guy, and I'll defend him.
Christian was really sad when Kendrick Bourne went to the Patriots.
Yeah. He's good. I mean, he said he was his security blanket. If it wasn't Kittle, it was Kendrick Bourne.
Yep. I think this is gonna do unless you guys have anything else to say before we.
Last question. Who, offense, defense, special teams, who's your favorite player on the
Debo.
Niners?
Fucking
Debo?
Debo. All the fucking way, baby.
Debo.
Okay.
Debo.
You
Dude,
too, Brandon?
Yeah, you ever watch his IG stories, man? He loves talking to
No.
the fans.
Oh, bro, I gotta go with Fred Warner.
I know your guy's Fred Warner for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just a receiver guy, but I love me some Debo, dude.
If it was on defense, I'd say Fred Warner as well.
That fool is the GOAT, and his girl is beautiful taste in women. Beautiful.
And,
I'm going.
You know, he was just at San Jose Top Golf the other day.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I have him on IG. Him and his girl. Yeah, they go off.
If I was gonna go defense, I'll probably go Jaquiski. I've been a fan of his since we drafted him.
I met him at the airport too. Yo, he is humongous, like 6'3", like ginormous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his. So he's him and Ward I really like. So
Ward liked one of my pictures on Instagram.
Does he follow you?
No, but he liked my birthday picture.
So when we first started off this podcast, and I made the Instagram page, and I was following like all the Niner players, I actually got Javon Kinlaw to follow us.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it was crazy.
And then he freaking deleted it.
And then he freaking deleted it afterwards. I was like, "What the hell?"
Of course.
But no, I mean, I'm excited for the season, man. I'm really looking forward to it.
It's gonna be a good one for sure.
Everybody stays healthy.
When the game starts, I'll really get into my zone. I'm breaking down the game and talk. I think our podcast will be really great after each game. I'm excited.
Yeah, and I think once we do like each game too, I mean, if you want to, Anthony, you could join us too if you want.
Yeah, for sure. I'm all for it.
For sure, my guy. All right, man. All right, I think that's gonna do it for us, guys. Thank you for tuning in and commenting away with us. We hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll see you next time at the draft show. Peace, guys.